in here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
1:14 left in the first quarter. From 17 feet out, again the Rockets score. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
I like his composure there under pressure as he was being double-teamed. Terrific pass.
They swipe it. Freak kicks to Westbrook. Adams outside. Knocked away. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Throws down off the coast-to-coast drive.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Here's the break. He got it up. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double. And now let's hear from Ty Lawson talking about the balanced attack of this dead. Well, that was the game plan a couple years ago when Denver was good enough to make the playoffs, and Ty Lawson was at the controls.
You know, but not enough firepower to be able to sustain with the elite teams, say like the Warriors or the Rockets. Ty Lawson, a solid, dependable player in our league, but this is still a league where you need your superstars to win rings.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Dion Waiters, McGarry out there with Nick Collison. Then there's DJ Augustine, and it's Barbosa in at the shooting guard. Thunder trailing by 16. To the inside, Collison. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Great pass that time by DJ Augustine.
Here's Houston now. And watching Nick Collison, he makes all the hustle plays, all the little plays, the things that really will not show up in a score sheet, stat sheet. For over a decade, he's had that role and embraced it.
And Kevin, the other thing he does as a veteran is a coach knows what he's going to get. He doesn't make the mistakes that some players make. And while he's not going to be a great scorer in the post or a high-flying rim protector, his game really is built on intelligence and toughness. And so positioning for charges, making open mid-range jump shots, all the unsung things that help a team win games.
Barbosa's shot is off. Rockets leading by 17. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Lawson with the ball. Augustine against Howard. Augustine, that's good.
You know, on the topic of Nick Collison shooting, last season was his only real setback. Only shot 42% after having a career 54% shooting percentage. but he's up slightly in most other categories, especially the ones based on hustle and effort.
Didn't think that was going to go in. 32 points for Silk.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball. And when you talk about Nick Collison, every team needs someone like him. He's focused, unselfish. He's that hard-nosed big with just enough skill to bite you when you forget about it.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Well, you know, Hall of Famer and three-time champion Kevin McHale, the Rockets coach, did nothing but find success and win as a player. And, you know, that's been the same song for him as a coach.
Houston making some changes. Corey Brewer's checked in for Monty Eunice. Harden comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Ty Lawson. Augustine dishes to Barbosa. Passes to Augustine. That three off the mark. And for Coach Kevin McHale, last year was his best. A lot of people thought he could have been easily the coach of the year, leading the Rockets to their third best regular season in franchise history.
And Kevin, with McHale, he's got this team improving every year. His team's win totals have risen as well statistically as I think becoming a better team. Wins aren't always necessarily what determines how good you are.
Wow, 4 here in the first half. They're going to need to do something different on defense to trap this guy and lock him up.
And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Beverly. Harden's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow. Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Here's Silk. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Well, for James Harden, with his incredible regular season last year, Clark, you knew he was in for a great postseason as well.
And it was a bit of a roller coaster for him in the playoff run. I mean, he could vanish one game, but then explode for 40 in the next.
Augustine with it. And here is Barbosa. They need this. And Augustine kicks to McGarry. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And with Harden in the playoffs, it was an all-or-nothing situation at times. He definitely stole some games for Houston in their run to the conference finals. But, man, did he have a rough one when they were eliminated by the Warriors.
Terrence Jones has checked in for Silk. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Adams checked in. Lets it go from 11. That's good.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
I'm putting you in. Let's go.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
And, you know, that tough game for Harden in the conference finals, a dozen turnovers for him, set an NBA record for most turnovers in a playoff game. Not how he wanted to go out, but he showed he can carry a team for stretches during the playoffs.
They set the pick. 3-pointer Augustine. Here's McGarry. Can't get it to go. And Houston the other way now.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Raiders on the wing. The Thunder with another miss.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
From deep. The Thunder pull it in. 1:50 left to play here in the second quarter. And here's the call on Patrick Beverley. That'll be his second foul of the game. Houston with a big group substitution here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Terrence Jones. Matajunas comes in for Brewer. Silks checked in for James Harden. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Patrick Beverley. And then for Oklahoma City, Anthony Morrow's checked in for Waiters. Easy Breezy comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And Russell Westbrook has subbed in for Augustine.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point. Oklahoma City has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game. Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
And stolen by Lawson. And here we go with Lawson running it right up the court. Pass to Ariza. Back to Lawson. Houston moving it around. Here's Silk. 6 on the shot clock. And Houston again with the bucket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The steal. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Poked away. Here's Morrow. He's got 5. Now here's Freak. 11 feet away. That's good.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Such a height mismatch out on the brim.
And through one half, it hasn't even been.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie. Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but let's see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Silk. 49 points. And talk about the 3 ball for him. Wow. Unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
Matajunas and Howard, the post pair. Silk is out there with Lawson, and it's Ariza in at the small forward spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kevin McHale.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Lets it go from 11, and that's good for 2. Silk's got 53.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Lawson against Westbrook. Westbrook double team. Just 5 on the clock. Collison gets a wide open look. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Collison's got his second basket of the night. Here's Silk. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Boy, last year the Rockets dealt with a lot of injuries. I mean, the front court and post players were hit the hardest. I think almost every Rocket big would end up missing some time.
And last season, GA, as you were talking about, the injuries for the Rockets did pile up. Dwight Howard was out. Terrence Jones was out. They missed those guys for multiple games.
Yeah, and that hurt him inside. But also, remember, Beverly goes down right before the playoffs. So, in all, the Rockets had 180 missed games on their roster due to injury. Amazing they stayed so resilient and were able to capture that 2 seed.
You know, Clark, the one thing you can say about Ty Lawson is his awareness around the floor. He's just ubiquitous, and his court vision is incredible.
Excellent peripheral vision. He averaged almost 10 assists a game last season. That's the best year of his career thus far.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Barbosa comes in for Easy Breezy. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Collison kicks to Morrow. For 3, Barbosa. And he gets it to go. Barbosa's got his first 3 points of the game.
And for Ty Lawson, playmaking isn't a concern. He's got that. His shooting accuracy, though, seems to drop every year. In fact, the last 2 years have been the worst of his career.
And the shot is good.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Augustine passes to Collison. Motiejunas with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Jones checked in for Motiejunas. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. James Harden, he's checked in for Silk. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Ty Lawson. Waiters, he's checked in for the Thunder.
Yeah, you know, going back to Lawson's declining shooting percentage, really no apparent reason for it. Last year he launched the fewest threes in his past 4 seasons, but he still couldn't find the rhythm, and it really hurt his team down the stretch.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. This is a nice third quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Motiejunas is checked in for Jones. Ariza comes in for Brewer. Silks checked in for James Harden. And it's Lawson in for Patrick Beverly. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. McGarry's checked in for Adams. Motiejunas with the steal. And there's the pass to Silk. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
And Augustine kicks to Barbosa. Good on the shot. Barbosa's got 5 points so far.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Silk. And Houston again with the bucket.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Pass to Collison. Fires from deep. Motiejunas grabs the miss.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lawson. Easy Breezy's checked in for Oklahoma City. Westbrook comes in for DJ Augustine.
Westbrook.
We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter of the game. Collison kicks to Waiters. And now it's Lawson running. He can go all the way. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Westbrook kicks to Collison. Dishes it to Westbrook. Feeds it to Freak. Just 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Waiters. 11 points for Russell Westbrook.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Took him no time at all on that one.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
He kicks it to Collison. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Thunder have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. The first one falls, and Oklahoma City making a change here. Morrow's checked in. Collison hits them both. Houston's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Silk. Offensive rebound. The feed to Howard. From deep 3-point range. And it's Freak with the rebound. Another steal. Good.
What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Now Westbrook with 1 on the clock, and the jumper is good. Westbrook's got 13. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Here's Roberson. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So the Thunder 5 right now. Kyle Singler is out there with Harris. Then it's Payne. Then there's Roberson. And it's McGarry in at the center, filling out the middle. The dish to Payne. Here's McGarry, defended by Jones. And it's Houston on the break. Brewers got the ball. Rapella with the bucket. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Houston.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
DJ Augustine's checked in for the Thunder. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Roberson. The 19-footer is on the money.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
Here's Beverly. Money from the wing.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they both shot the ball since the break.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
From deep 3-point range, the rebound by McGarry. The Thunder have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. It's stolen by Jones. And it's Houston on the break. Oh, and the dunk by Brewer.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Here's Augustine. Good D by Jones.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Harris kicks to McGarry. The shot misses. So Houston will take it the other way. To the paint, here's Brewer. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
And really, last season, the Thunder came into the year as a popular pick to win the West. Of course, we know what happened in terms of injuries, and they ended up having them on the outside looking in terms of the postseason.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Then for the Thunder, Adams comes in for Harris. And it's Waiters in for Andre Robertson. No coverage that time.
Yeah, what a play.